Hi guys, it's Frankie from Frankie Tech, and I'm here today, guys, with a video that's going to be kind of an all over the place video. I have so many thoughts, so many things that I want to talk about in this video today, but I think the main point is all really going to revolve around this Xiaomi Mi A2, and this is really my 24-hour review right here, guys, of this phone, the Mi A2. Now I've been using this as my daily driver for the past day since well, yesterday. It's been a little over 24 hours, and I just wanted to share kind of a quick rundown of my kind of 24 plus hours with this phone. But I want to do kind of what I generally do in my first 24-hour review is go over some key areas of performance of this phone. So that includes display, design, display, performance, audio, and quick camera montage as well. But I'm going to throw in a secondary, another kind of category to this list here, and I'm going to do that right after design, and that's going to be a kind of a phone comparison here, because I wanted to just really kind of compare this phone to the other phones I've been rocking recently. And you'll see that I think it'll be really helpful just to see the size comparison between these, and just also talk a little bit about some of the things I've noticed as I've kind of had time now with the Mi A2. But just a quick TLDR here of my time with the Mi A2. Man, this phone has been great. It really has, and I'm not saying that just kind of in kind of just basic terms. I mean, I hands down, guys, I have missed stock Android, and I actually am not rocking my Pixel 2 XL anymore. I'm gonna be waiting for my future Pixel 3 in the future, but as of right now, I had not been using I guess stock Android for the past couple of weeks, and I like MIUI. Let me tell you guys straight up, I enjoy MIUI now. I do find I appreciate a lot of the nice kind of nuances of it, but the reality is the stock Android experience on this phone, just coming back to it, it's felt like coming back home in all honesty, and the fluidity of the experience on this phone has just been great. It has been just really responsive, and let's kind of lower the screen brightness a little bit. It's been super responsive. All of my kind of like just all of my stuff has been really speedy, and honestly, like, I was using the Mi 6X previously to this phone, and I noticed it was running pretty smoothly, but it was a little bit more lag in that phone, and that was the 6GB 128GB version. So I mean, considering this is now stock Android, you have the beauty of stock Android for those who like it, and this being the global version right here, guys. So let me just quickly once again show the version I've been running. 4GB of RAM, 64GB of storage. And you know what? With just that hardware alone, you have the Xiaomi hardware, like the amazingly beautiful hardware of this phone. Look at this amazing blue here with a really sleek, super thin, svelte design. And you put stock Android on it, it is a killer feature. And it really is a killer combination, and it is no doubt in my mind that is why this phone now, or at least its predecessor, the Mi A1, was such a popular phone, and it's in the top 10 of smartphones of the year, just worldwide. The Mi A2 is up there with the Mi 5A, I want to say, for like most popular phones worldwide. No joke. So I'm pretty sure the Mi A2 is going to really knock it out of the park. Anyways, guys, let's go into design first of all. And kind of looking at design here, I mean, I kind of talked about it already, but I did have the Mi 6X previously. I love this design. I really do love it. Now, you guys are all hating out there about it's the white front. I said I'd never get a white front. Well, you know what? I said that was on big phones. I know this is kind of a big phone, but you can kind of see it here. There is still a little bit of a border on the white front here, but it's a lot smaller, and it's a lot less noticeable in daily use than I think. It's not a deal breaker at all, and I would trade. It's a trade-off for me because I always like black fronts, but I needed this blue color. I can't describe how awesome this blue color is, and with this beautiful kind of very sleek, you see here how the kind of the actual corners are, and how this the antenna lines just are so matte to the phone here. And you have there a USB-C, you got your speaker, you got your microphone, and you just have very kind of clean design. There's an IR blaster on this phone as well, as you can see there, and just have very clicky buttons. You can hear it there. They really are very clicky, very responsive. Overall, the design I think is great. And okay, so it's not as bezel-less as some of you people might want, but guess what? To all you notch haters out there, no notch, no notch. So I think design-wise, this phone is great, and I'm loving this design just overall. It's a solid design. And now talking about display real quick. And you know, let's kind of quickly go over display, because this will kind of go into the comparison of these phones coming up right now. The display on this phone is solid. It's the same one as the Mi 6X. I think it's a full HD panel right here. And just going to go quickly show you some of the specs of this phone right here. And so you see it there. All of this is stock Android, guys. And this is running, as you see, 8.1, the latest stock Android. And there it is, 8.1 right there. So it doesn't have as much of that kind of information about the specs of this phone as up front there, as you can see there. But just off the right off the bat here, this is a 5.99-inch screen. It's an LCD panel. It looks, and if you guys have seen the panel on the Mi A2, the Mi A1, sorry, it looks very similar to that. A little bit kind of, maybe a little bit better in terms of colors. It is a little bit of a, I would say, a cooler display though. Like, I kind of wish there was calibration. As you can see here, there is no calibration in the display settings. So there's no way to kind of really change any of the kind of the colors of the display. And that's something that, you know, you MIUI kind of people may miss. I mean, that's something that you know, I kind of miss here. You know, I would kind of wish I would have a way to be able to do that. But overall though, like for viewing content and for everything, and let's do a quick video here, a Frankie Tech video. Whoops, let's not show that. Let's go here. Let's just show you what content would look like on this big screen right here. So let's have a listen now. The Mi Max 3 supports LTE bands 1, 3. This is kind of a boring part of this video. Or cases for this phone. It's such a big phone that I think a lot of people are wondering that. But you see it there, you know. I'm going to lower the volume because we're going to do a sound test later. I mean, content looks great. I mean, I don't think that black border doesn't bother me at all on this phone. And from a distance, you know, you barely notice it. I mean, I think it still looks really great. And yeah, it's not a deal breaker. And if you guys don't like it, you have the black option. Go ahead and get that black option. You have that option to pick. So I think content will look great on this phone. And you know, is it as immersive as some of the other bezel-less phones we've seen? Probably not, but I think it does a great job. So here we are, guys. We're going to throw in between here performance, right before performance. We're going to kind of talk about this phone right here and how it compares to some of the other phones I got. So I'm going to bring them in here. This is going to be almost kind of like a little mini video within a video right here. So we're going to go in order of the phones I've reviewed, kind of from start to, from kind of most recent to right now. And let's kind of have a look here. So right next to the Mi A2, I'm going to go ahead and put the king. There he is, the Mi Max 3. I think the powerhouse of all powerhouses. And someone in the comments section told me, oh, it's not a powerhouse because it's a 636 processor. Well, you know what? It's a powerhouse, man. It's got a killer battery. It can power other phones. It's got OTG support. It's an amazing phone. But you see the size comparison there. Look at that. It is, I mean, it is significantly bigger. So the Mi 6X looks tiny next to it. Now let's kind of put right in there the Redmi Note 5. There's the Redmi Note 5. And it's kind of a bit, I don't know, I guess it has the same kind of dimensions actually as the Mi 6X. So overall, you know, I think these are pretty similar in size. You can see there, they almost look identical on the front, but it's kind of on the sides here. It's just, this is just so much more premium feeling than the Redmi Note 5. The color on this is amazing. Man, if they had a red color of this phone, of the Mi 6X, that would be the one to get, but sadly that's not the case. And here we have, let's kind of bring it in here. Actually, no, this was the previous phone I had reviewed before that. That is the still holding on for dear life here on my channel, even though it's kind of time is coming to an end. Let's kind of lower the brightness here. Is the Redmi 6 Pro, and you can see You guys are probably thinking, my God, this guy's got a lot of phones. Well, you're absolutely right, and that's all for you guys right here. The Redmi 6 Pro, and kind of comparing right here with the and I'm going to do a video between these two because it's very interesting, because this is essentially the Mi A2 Lite right here. So you can see two companion phones that were pretty much released, two hardware phones that were released together, and you can see it there how different they are. I mean, it is, look at that. It is like 9 millimeters, I want to say, versus the 7 millimeters, 7.3 millimeters of thickness there on the Mi 6X. But that'll get you, and that's kind of the main differentiator here, it's going to get you a bigger battery, 4,000 milliamperes. It's going to get you that headphone jack that I think a lot of you people still like, but sacrifice, you get Snapdragon 625 only, and you can see kind of right there is micro USB charging. So it's not ideal, but size comparison there just for you guys to see. Let's see if I can fit one last one in here. And that is right here. This is the Mi 8 SE. And I'm doing this almost as like a little preview for you guys. I'm going to be rolling out future kind of videos to compare these phones together. But here's the Mi 8 SE and the Mi 6X. You see them right next to each other. I don't think anyone on YouTube has put these next to each other yet. Well, there you go. And if someone has, then good for you, man. But it is really, really awesome to see these two together. And this is really the comparison that I'm excited to do. Now, if you haven't seen my Mi 6X versus Mi 8 SE footage or coverage, go check that out, because I've done a lot of these comparisons with the hardware of this phone to this one already. And I think that's a great place to start. I will be doing some other comparisons on these, though, as well. Just quickly talk about this. So this is the range of kind of the mid-range, the budget to mid-range of Xiaomi right now in 2018. You have your Snapdragon 625, you have your Snapdragon 636, your Snapdragon 660, and your Snapdragon 710. And you can see there, in terms of their CPU scores, in terms of the actual GPU scores, you can see where the separation is there. And you can see it here, 57,000 to 68,000. There's not much of a difference there. This is where the 710 sets itself apart. There is a considerable gap between this area here and the Mi 8 SE. Now, is that saying that the Mi 6X or the Mi A2, now this is the Mi A2, is going to be a slouch when it comes to performance? I don't think so. I think it's going to be just fine, and I'm going to prove that. But if you want to go see PUBG gaming on the Mi 6X, which is the same hardware as this, go check it out, because I think that's a very clear story there. But I think this just shows you, this is your price points. You know, we're like at $150 here. We're kind of like at $250 to $300 in this range, and we're at like the $250 to $350 range up here. And the Mi 8 obviously would be kind of off to the side here if I still had it. And you know, this is your Xiaomi mid-range for 2018. So now back to the Mi A2 here, just kind of talking a bit more about, and this would be a great place to kind of talk about that performance there. You can kind of see it here. That's the Geekbench scores, 1643, 4886. So, I mean, you know, once again, the 660 is no slouch. It's probably the best mid-range chip that there is out there. I'm going to show you guys here just a little bit more info on performance, and strictly, namely related to battery life here. So you can see it there. I'm running on fumes here, 18%. And I have put this phone through its paces. I've been using it as a hotspot. I've been using YouTube. I'll show you my battery performance here, guys. And, you know, some of you are already thinking, gosh, this battery is just not going to cut it. And there you go. Look, 3 hours of screen on time. Some of you are immediately saying, it's a no-go for me. It's done. It's over. And if you only knew how much I have been running this phone down, I've been killing this phone. I've been doing all sorts of stuff between like my Pocket Cast, Chrome, YouTube, all. I've been like streaming video. I've been streaming all sorts of stuff to it, and kind of, let's see if I can kind of show you here. There it is. So it hasn't been really great. Obviously, apps have been just completely killing this phone. I've been also, if you see here, I want to see if they would show it, because I was using this as a hotspot for about 2 or 3 hours today. And you know what? Honestly, I would say that the 660 processor, it does eat up battery faster if you're doing specific things with it. But if you don't do much, if you're doing kind of light gaming or just kind of light usage, the standby, kind of the battery drain is not bad at all. I think it's actually, considering I put this phone through major paces, I've had it unplugged since practically 15 hours ago, as you see there, and it's at 18%. So okay, it's not like a powerhouse like the Mi Max 3 is, but I think it's still done a great job. And I know 3 hours of screen on time, you guys are like, it's a no-go. I'll keep testing this phone out, but I think if you want, at least just decent battery, it's not going to do a terrible job. And just to confirm this, look at this GSAM battery monitor here. You can see, yeah, 6 hours of screen on time is not going to be very good, but I think overall, at least in terms of just daily use, I think you can still get something good out of it. And now let's go into audio really quick, and I'm going to make this as fast as possible because this video is definitely going way past what I expected it to. But I'm just going to play here a little bit of that royalty-free EDM that I love playing. And let's kind of play some right now. And I didn't complain when I listened. There you go. When I was doing this on the Mi 6X, there you go. That's kind of my song of choice there. I'm going to put it at 50% for now. So you hear the sound quality, it's pretty good. Oh, and if you guys were asking about the actual headphone quality, the speaker quality is great. I had no problems. I made some calls today. It sounded crisp. It sounded clear. The person on the other end had no complaints about how it sounded. And overall, I think that was fine. Bluetooth performance has actually been great. Is Bluetooth 5.0 in this phone, so it is actually doing much better than I expected with my AirPods, and I was streaming a lot to it. But you hear the speaker. Now let's crank it up to 75. Let's hear how it sounds. Great. Let's go full blast. Yeah, solid. Solid speaker. Definitely not to the level of maybe, the Mi 8 is right here, so you know what? What the heck? This is such a long video anyways, guys. Let's go ahead and do that, shall we? If you guys want to see, because I told you guys this video was going to be everywhere, but I'm going to play this here, 75%, and let's just see what it sounds like when I switch it over to the Mi Max 3. There you go. Now switching back to the Mi A2. Back to the Mi Max 3. I know this is going to sound controversial, but I think I like the sound on the Mi A2 better. I hate to say it. It's louder. I think the Mi Max 3, and let's go full blast here. Might as well. Compare full blast, guys, before I make a final verdict here. And now Mi A2. Mi Max 3. Ugh, it's so hard to tell. It's really close, but I think the sound here is just a little bit more full. It just sounds nice to me. It really does. And the Mi Max 3 is no slouch. It gets louder. It definitely is a bright sound. It's a great sounding phone, and it's got the dual speakers here. So that is a major, major difference. And I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, this phone only has one speaker. So you know what? I think the bottom firing speaker on the Mi 6X, on the Mi A2 is, at least to me, sounds clear and just kind of a bit more bassy, a bit kind of more roomy. But the Mi Max 3, don't get me wrong, dual speakers, I think it might just win just because of that. And last but not least, guys, I told you this video was going to be long, is a camera montage here. Now, just some quick shots I've been taking with the Mi A2, and just have a look here at these shots. I did some front and rear video as well. It's not a fully in-depth camera review yet, but like I said, if you want to see kind of other shots of what this hardware is capable of, go and check out that Mi 6X, the Mi 6X videos on my channel for more info. But anyways, have a look. And here is front-facing video on the Mi A2. Pretty good overall. Stabilization looks nice. I wouldn't expect anything less from this smartphone right here. Pretty good. Here is rear-facing video on the Mi A2. Kind of overcast day here in Hong Kong. Seems pretty solid to me. Really good stabilization. So there you saw it, guys. I mean, this is a great camera. This is a great camera phone, and you know, overall, I think the dual megapixels, the whole kind of the way that they're branding this phone, really about being all about the camera. I think it is for real. I mean, I think I actually recommended to a friend earlier today. She saw a photo that I took of her with this phone, and she saw the photo, which I'll show you guys right here, that I took on Instagram yesterday, which everyone was just like pretty impressed with. Yeah, that's my friend, by the way, but I'm not going to put her in there very long. There you go. So I took this photo. Let's just show it right here. And you know what? Like, you saw it there in the montage. It's incredible. And when I posted that on Instagram, people were shocked. I did this like on the fly. I didn't even try. I just like snapped it, thought it was just going to be garbage, and it turned out to be an amazing photo. So there's no doubt in my mind that this phone, and kind of TLDR about it, is that this camera may be the best camera on a phone at this price. I mean, I got this phone for basically 1850 Hong Kong, which is around $240 US for the 4GB 64 gig version. I don't know that you're gonna find a better camera on a phone at this price. And you know what's crazy? I paid less for the Mi A2 than I did for the Mi Max 3 right here. And the camera on this is good, but it's not this good. This camera is better. I can tell already. And the selfie camera, I'm sure, is really good too. So I'll keep testing those. But anyways, that's kind of my just quick overview, guys. This video has been all over the place, but appreciate as I just kind of wanted to share this info with you guys. And another quick kind of word for just kind of a little update for you guys. I will be traveling, I guess, for my birthday. So actually it's my birthday at the end of this week, and so I will be going on a little bit of a break, and not a break from the channel for very long, but I will be taking some time away just to kind of relax. I'm going to Singapore, hang out with some buddies, and just have a good time. And honestly, guys, like, I have some videos lined up that I'll probably be posting as I kind of am on that trip, but I won't be doing kind of that many videos during that upcoming week, I guess over the weekend, the long weekend. So just wanted to kind of let you guys know about that. But definitely stay tuned, guys, because I'm gonna really be doing kind of more in-depth coverage of this phone before I leave and when I come back, and definitely doing those camera and video comparisons specifically between these two guys right here. I hope I can get that video out to you guys, because I think that's the one you're most interested in, is that Mi Max 3 versus Mi A2 just comparison, period. And hopefully I can also get out some PUBG gaming kind of experience on the Mi Max 3. That should be coming out very soon as well. But guys, appreciate all the support. If you liked this video, give me that thumbs up. If you thought it was way too damn long, go ahead, show me that too. You know, I appreciate it. Like I said, I had a lot of stuff I wanted to share with you guys. But if you love the content of this video, oh, there's the low battery percentage. If you love the content of this video and of this channel, guys, definitely subscribe to it. I really do appreciate the support, and you know, definitely stay tuned, because there's so much to cover. There's so much that I want to share with you guys. I literally just don't have the time. There's not enough time in the day to be able to kind of do all the videos I want to do with these phones. So, but all the overwhelming support to you guys, and as I'm reaching that 3,000 subscriber mark, you know, if I don't say anything until then, thank you so much, guys, for the support. I couldn't have hit 3K without all your help. So I'll leave you with that. But that's it for this video, guys. And this is where I say, this is Frankie Tech signing off. Have a good one.